Good morning, Crossroads South, and happy Monday and happy February. So let's get started. Today is Monday, February 3rd. It is an A day today, but I cannot go on without talking about the age-old tradition of the groundhog. Yesterday was Groundhog Day. I don't know where this began. I'm sure I could find it on the internet, but the tradition is that the groundhog comes out and looks around and sniffs around and says, do I see my shadow or do I not see my shadow? Are there going to be 6 more weeks of winter, or is there going to be an early spring? So here's the deal. I went to school, went to college in Pennsylvania, and I did my student teaching in Pennsylvania, and we used to have to teach the Punxsutawney Phil song, which was a big deal. Groundhog Day was a huge deal because Punxsutawney Phil is from Pennsylvania. So listen, he came out with much tradition yesterday and said 6 more weeks of winter. Well, I don't think the groundhog actually said it, but whatever. 6 more weeks of winter, but yet there is another groundhog from Staten Island, which is a little bit closer to us. His name is Chuck. I've never known about Chuck until yesterday, but Chuck predicted an early spring. So who knows? The groundhogs are fighting. We'll see what happens, but that's Groundhog Day. Now, moving along, we have some wonderful things to celebrate. First, huge wins for both the girls basketball team and the boys basketball team. Outstanding games. So fun to watch. You have done a fantastic job. Congratulations to all of you. I also wanted to share that our social studies department has been running the GOB, and Mrs. Taylor helped to facilitate the final round, and I want to give a huge shout out to the following winners. In 3rd place, we have Dylan R. from Delta. In 2nd place, Hayden M. from Omega. And our GOB winner is Rayansh T. from the Beta unit. So congratulations to everybody. Just a wonderful experience and super impressive as you answer those very tough questions. All right, folks, it's that time of year again. The Crossroads Environmental Science Club is pushing a home energy pledge. Now, you've probably gone through this in your science classes, but if not, I'm going to later on today be sending out the electronic the electronic flyer to parents so they know that you too can take the home energy pledge with PSE&G. Now, what happens? We know what happens. If we have the most pledges in the state of New Jersey, we will win another school-wide pizza party with hundreds of pizzas coming here. If you were here last year, you remember everybody got 2 slices of pizza. So we're hoping to get pledges in by February 16th. Make sure you pledge to be energy efficient. Take a look at the flyer and ask your science teachers for information. I'd also like to give a little shout out for our community service club who is doing a book drive. They are going to be collecting used books, gently used books, until February 10th, at which time they are going to be bringing them and donating them for our One Book Night, which is coming up on February 12th, next week. I will be there at the One Book Night. It's a nice night. I'm making hot chocolate for the entire district. Imagine that. But we're going to be there for the One Book Night. So if you have books, please collect the books. We will have the collections here. If you could collect in your room, that would be great. And then we'll bring them over to Mrs. Blaine, who's a teacher at Crossroads North. But that is for the Community Service Club. And my final announcement is that it is officially Black History Month. It is our time to celebrate. And you have always done a fantastic job by celebrating and honoring and bringing about the voices that are important to study during this month, and to take pause to say, wow, look at all these contributions from Black Americans. So excellent. Keep thinking about artwork, poems, poetry, information that you'd like to share, and I will feature your work here on the morning announcements. So we're getting very excited about that. And remember, it's all about perspective and the feelings of others, and we're going to continue talking about how we're talking nicely to each other. More to come on that. All right, folks, that is a lot of morning announcements. That concludes our morning announcements for today. Please stand for the salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Have an awesome day, Crossroads.